Good evening, y'all. Chief Prepper here. I want to talk about something. Purportedly, I've seen at least one video of there being supposedly 50,000 Chinese fighting age males in America. In the grand scheme of things, that ain't that much. But that's almost a division, almost two divisions worth of soldiers, if that's what they are. So if you look at all the things that you're hearing, I was just listening to Marfula News. They're talking about the islands they erect and stuff, and then LIDAR in Hawaii, LIDAR in the Philippines, with the green lasers. China cannot invade the U.S. successfully without supply stops along the way, and that would be the Philippines and Hawaii. Hawaii is roughly 4 hours flight time, I think. From the west coast. I think it's 4 hours. It's 4 or 8. I don't know what it is, but it doesn't matter. But that's a day's trip by boat. They can't go from China to the Philippines to Hawaii and then to the U.S. without the Philippines and Hawaii as refueling and resupplying stops. So what else do they need? They need a beachhead. And they need for us to not be able to communicate, because I think they know that Americans would rise up against them, or I hope we would. So if they're really aggressive and they're smart, they do a beachhead on the northern west coast, maybe in the middle and on the southern west coast, and then they also come around through the Panama Canal and they beachhead somewhere on the Gulf Coast. Any other rivers on the Gulf Coast would help. We got the Colorado River coming down through Texas, between Texas and Mexico. We have the Red River, and we have the Mississippi, and a couple other rivers. Excuse me. On the other side of Texas, on the east side, the Mississippi would allow them to go throughout the middle of America with little to no resistance, because that's the most sparsely populated areas other than the big cities. So in addition to talking to you about this risk and this issue and this information, if there's 50,000, there might be 100, there might be 200,000. That's half of our active duty Army fighting force, and most of our soldiers are forward deployed. It's very hard to have that many fucking people anywhere, even broken up into groups of 500 here and there, or 1,000 here and there, and someone not see them. So I've asked all of you before, and I have a small following, but spread the word. Keep an eye out. More than likely they will speak English, at least some. More than likely some of them will be like most soldiers. They will break the rules and they will leave their confined areas. They will probably have these encampments, and I said this before, those FEMA camps that we all were wondering about back during COVID. Maybe they're camps for Chinese soldiers. They have to be close to things that they're going to want to deal with. Yeah. Maybe the government shuts the internet off, turns off the cell phones, and kills the power. If they just do that for 30 days, America will be different. We'll be busy killing each other. And then, we might wake up one day and there's fucking Chinese people coming down the road with Chinese flags. So the only thing that defends against this is alternate communications. So that brings up the George Soros thing and him buying I think he's in the process, or he is buying 200 to 400 AM radio stations. If we can't communicate the threat, we can't prepare to defend against it. There's no amount of guns and bullets any one person is going to have that's going to stop that. It's only if we band together by the thousands to face this if it comes to pass, they will be able to stop it. So start paying attention to those things. The government has us focused on Russia and Israel and other things, but I think there's going to be a fight here. And I've told a couple of my friends that, I don't know if I got what it takes anymore. I'm old. Today, first time in a couple weeks, I spent most of the day in the afternoon napping. I was fucking tired, and I slept okay last night. So it's fucking depressing. And I can tell you this. If I find out that our government's involved in this shit, I'm not going to be very happy. Information is knowledge and power. Live a little, prep a lot, share love when you can. G Prepper, out.